In this chair practice, we will be using hand weights to help tone the muscles that support the rotator cuff, and we'll incorporate in some moves for lower body conditioning, including core and your legs. So before we get started, a very important thing when we're working on strengthening is if we're in a slouchy position when we start doing the exercises, that's not beneficial for strengthening these muscles. We want to be up in a nice erect posture. Think of drawing your shoulder blades closer together. I call it wings in, boobs out. Ask my daughters. They've been hearing it their whole lives. All right. The next thing are weights. I have 2-pound weights here. It's very important to begin with weights that are not too heavy. So many people jump right to heavy weights because they want to get the benefits more quickly and end up straining themselves or even injuring themselves. Start small. Be patient. Work up to heavier weights as your strength increases. The next thing is come up to the edge of your chair. You don't want to be leaning back against the back. You want to sit up nice and tall. Bring the arms down alongside the body. So even though this is not yoga, these are movements I incorporate into my chair yoga classes for the benefit of my students. Strengthening is probably more important than stretching. Bringing the hands down alongside the body. We're going to use the breath with the movement. Inhaling here. Exhale, curl the weights in towards your shoulders as you lift the right knee. Inhale, step them back down. Exhale, left knee. So it's a side to side. Does not matter how high you lift your leg. It might only be an inch off of the floor, but this is helping your core and your legs. Each inhale steps the foot down, each exhale curls the weights in. If you want to add on a little extra oomph, you can feel like you tighten your corset. Pull your belly button in, your side waists. On the exhale, when you pick the knees up. One more time each side. And then rest your weights to your thighs, sit up even taller, take a breath in. Use a pursed lips exhale to let it go, like you're blowing through a straw. Let your shoulders soften as you breathe this exhale. All right, our next movement is just upper body. So we're going to hold the weights, turn them like the palms are turning forward. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, bring them back down. Think of wings in, boobs out. And let one movement be the inhale, one the exhale. It doesn't matter so much here. Just make sure you're breathing. Couple of more. That might be inhale, this might be the exhale. Last 3. And then once again, bringing the weights down to the thighs. Here we're going to do a movement I call footsteps. You're going to pull your belly in to help support yourself here. You're going to step out, out, in, in. With the weight on the legs, it makes it a little bit more challenging. And even if you have 2-pound weights and it doesn't feel like a whole lot, it really helps increase the challenge. Out, out, in, in. Keep your belly drawn in. We're still sitting up tall. We're letting the breath move. So often in life we hold our breath or shallow our breath. So pay attention. Make sure it's moving. We do a lot of these. These are a great movement. Last 3. 1, 2, 3. Sit up tall, take a breath in through your nose, another pursed lips exhale, long and slow, like you're blowing softly through a straw. Let your shoulders soften. Our next move, hands will come back down alongside the body. Now on this one, we don't have to lift really high. We're going to bring the weights out and down. So don't feel like you need to bring the weights up level with your shoulders. If you can, but it's not necessary. Just a few inches works the muscles we're targeting. And again, we'll use the breath. So maybe it's an inhale to lift and an exhale to lower. Last 3. And then bring the weights back to the thighs. Sit up tall, breath in through the nose, breath out through pursed lips. Soften your shoulders. For this next one, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. The chair will be in the way for me to do both arms, but you'll get an idea. So we're going to bring the weights alongside the hips. We're going to try to keep a lifted back here so we're not slouching over. So think of a long flat back from your tailbone to the top of your head. I'm going to have you do both arms. Like I said, I'm only going to, well, maybe I can do both. Let's see. So we're going to, from the elbows, take it out and in, out and in. So the movement's happening from the elbows back. Inhale, exhale. Last 3. And then sit up tall. Let's give those shoulders a lift and roll. And then reverse. All right. Our next one is a little arm strengthening, but it's also for core. So you can hold on to both of your weights together if that works, or just hold them next to each other. We're going to turn out. And then come up and over. If up and over feels like a lot, you can go back to side. Maybe we'll incorporate both. You decide which one you like. Keep your belly drawn in. Up and over. Up and over. One more, side to side. And then come back to center. Bring the weights down to your thighs. Sit up tall. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, pursed lips. Soften your shoulders. The last one we'll do requires standing up. So if standing up isn't something that you can do, you can skip this one. Step your right foot back. I keep both weights in my hands and rest on my knuckles here. We're going to pull back, like starting a lawnmower. Last 3. And then trading feet. Step the right one forward, left one back. Same move. Pull it back like you're starting a lawnmower. Keep your belly drawn in. Last 3. And then come up. We'll come back to the chair. Sit up. Take a breath in through the nose, another breath out. Pursed lips. So this is a great little routine. We don't have to work out for hours to receive benefit. We can do shorter little practices that help tone and support our body. Stronger muscles support our joints, help with movement. So I hope you like this. If you want longer or more reps, you could pause the video and do as many as you want. So make it work for you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.